Holy bow. Another video already. Forget intros. The last vid took me way too long to make. You read the title, saw the thumbnail, you know what you clicked on. Unless you're blind. In that case, I'm sorry. Regardless of blindness, or any other disabilities that could explain you clicking on this, it's time to begin yapping. Well, you guys, this is really too much. Really, thank you so much. Yippee! Shut up. Here's characters from whatever possible media I hate. Only for totally legitimate reasons. Boom! Just like that, this video is relevant. Hopefully, anyway. Knowing me, all the Resurrection hype will be gone by whenever I finish this. Dexter is a franchise that's had a huge resurgence. Come on, my script writing isn't that bad. Dexter, the show, is perfect for this video though, because I've been binging the show because of the recent hype, and while I only just got to season 8 of the OG series, there are definitely hate-worthy characters. I mean, even the good characters have moments that annoy the hell out of me. Like how Debra's plotline's pretty much always just being a which dude she's getting with. Or Dexter fumbling the bag with Rita. Even though Dexter being bad with women actually makes him more relatable. I hate this man. Now he's only relatable for the one reason. For this vid, I decided to not talk about any of the villains from the show. It's obvious why anyone would hate Trinity or that bull guy or the legitimately evil guys from season 5. I've got two characters that may not meet Dexter's code, but they meet mine. First is Quinn. When Quinn joined the cast in season 3, I immediately found him annoying. He's just a douchebag. He's cocky and, at best, sorta funny early on. He's introduced as a dirty cop who starts beefing with Dexter because he got caught in the act. Despite this, all Quinn does is antagonize Dexter, who literally doesn't give a fuck about him. His whole character for a while was just bitching about Dexter not being his best buddy, and then trying to spy on him to prove he's unfaithful. My guy, you are a grown man. Surely you have better things to do. Then we cut to later in the show, and just like Doakes, he starts to investigate the possibility Dexter is the imposter. Which alone wouldn't make him hateable, but he's doing this literally the day after Rita is found dead?
Seriously, the next door neighbor, the guy with the, forehead, he was more broken up about Rita than Dexter was.
I know you aren't fond of Dexter, dude, but trying to use his 911 call to arouse suspicion is Division 1 hating. In fact, let's just lay it out. Quinn initially suspects Dexter of possibly murdering Rita. Already a terrible start when this is like the one murder he didn't do. Then he thinks he might be connected to Trinity because of a weird hybrid of sketches. Holy reach! That's an insane hunch. Now, you might be thinking, well, that hunch was correct. Dexter was connected to Trinity, leading up to Rita's death, so surely you can't hate that. And to that, I say this. The one investigator looking into Dexter being connected to Trinity and his family is the guy who was boning Christine, his actual daughter. Quinn was the one who proposed the big DNA swab to find Trinity, while he was busy swabbing his own DNA in Trinity's blood relative. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it would be funny, but it's just fucking gross. Anyways, he's even getting taken advantage of by her to get access to case info throughout the whole season. While we're on it, the other big problem with Quinn, besides his annoying frenemy status with Dexter, are all of his romantic relationships. I'll get this done quickly. Christine uses him constantly, and he's not committal with her at all. Coincidence, she self-deletes the same season she dated him? Debra was actually a decent match for him, but the way it ended just made Quinn go on the most pathetic spiral ever. Seriously, we've all been heartbroken, dude, but what the hell was this?
I have a relationship with that ass. I want to have baby.
And then he gets with her for some reason. Seriously, who wanted Quinn to ever be with Jamie? Then the relationship with Nadia.
You couldn't even save a relationship with a goddamn stripper.
Quinn overall is just a frustrating character, because he has some good moments, like when he's Angel's partner, and they get high, but he spends most of what I've seen in the show just being a tool. There's more to complain about, like how he performs his job poorly, but I have another Dexter character to cry about.
Put him down! Oh, baby, a triple!
Yeah, so I don't like Maria. I almost avoided bringing it up because it's such a cold take, but I can't not mention her. I'll try to make this one brief.
Stop the cap!
Maria is straight up evil half the time. She's probably even worse than Quinn or Paul. Hell, even worse than the Bay Harbor butcher Doakes. No, that's too far. That man is a monster. Nevertheless, I'm just gonna list some of her worst traits and moments. She flirts with Dexter in season 1, despite most certainly knowing he was with Rita.
I wish she'd stop that. It's one of those mating rituals which I really don't understand.
She constantly belittled Debra Morgan when she was low ranking.
Agorda. Oh, Officer Morgan. I didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
And undermined her when she made lieutenant, even resulting in a botched operation that she tried to blame Debra for. She slept with her replacement's boyfriend to make her perform worse at work, literally just trying to make her depressed and manic, while then acting like her one ally in the police station.
Well, that happens.
She also used the death of an innocent escort to get Captain Matthews fired, while also making it look like Debra was the one who did it to him. Keep in mind, Debra and Captain Matthews, they're close. You know, she was trying to fuck up their relationship just so she could get a pay raise. I mean, Jesus, at some point you have to be impressed with how much of a two-faced bitch a person can be.
They're the same picture.
The worst part is, she isn't even a standout detective. It's pretty much confirmed that playing the political game and being good for the media is the only reason she's been this successful in her career. Every stereotype about DEI hires that you'd hear right-wing people complain about, you could actually probably apply to her.
This isn't the first time that you and I have squared off, so what exactly is your beef with me? My gender? My race? What?
You're arrogant.
The only time she did some decent police work was when she found out Dexter was the BHB. Bay Harbor baddie. Which she could only do with the help of, you know, a recently fired Captain Matthews. So, not that impressive. And how did that end? Let's re-roll the tape. Look, Maria was actually in the right here trying to bring Dexter in. Legally speaking, anyway. But Dexter's the protagonist, and I love him, so she sucks and we hate her. Plus, he's a baddie. Now that I think about it, Captain Matthews is also guilty of a lot of this same sort of stuff. Do I just hate women in power? Nah, I bitched about Quinn first, so I'm good. I'm never beating the sexist allegations. First things first, this movie was peak. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Second, really avoid spoilers here if you can. Chainsaw Man is much better blind. Anyway, I'm actually going to keep this short because we know what I'm about to say. She took reze, aki, and power out of Denji's life forever. No, you don't get one. I don't care if she's super hot.
Oh no, he's hot!
She's also a literal Gruber. Now, would I bark for her if she commanded me to? Fuck no, I have self-respect. Seriously, you guys, how little do you think of me? She's so messed up, even I can't fix her. And I got the best dispatch ending. Forget this, I'm not talking about this evil devil anymore. I'm going to bed until the next character. Alright, fucking assholes all just think I'm some sort of simp or something. Jesus Christ. Fucking like I'm some sort of dum-dum who just folds the second. Good night, Bet. What are you doing? Get that camera out of here.
And George, his youthfulness, his freedom, evokes feelings.
What?
Ah! Holy. Oh, it's just a dream. Oh, it's just a fucking nightmare. Alright. It's okay, you can go back to sleep, babe. One scene was all it took to solidify my hatred of this character. Am I the only one who's, like, irrationally pissed off about this? I'm right there with Oscar. How the hell can a fully grown adult not use a goddamn microwave? Now, don't get me wrong. The Finer Things Club is easily the most pretentious and wanky thing I've ever seen. I mean, come on, look at this sign. But somehow Phyllis outdouches these three doing this in an office break room. I mean, for God's sake, she presses the button 26 times! I think, anyway. I'm not watching this scene again. And the way she just says, popcorn. my Phyllis is not good, okay? But the way she just goes, popcorn, in this tone, like it's weird they're angry at her. And the fact that her reasoning for bothering them is because the other microwave smells like popcorn. What the fuck? There's so many reasons this pisses me off. Why would a smell in a microwave have any effect on you? The door is closed when you cook stuff. The fact it smells like popcorn is probably because of you, Phyllis. So why are you saying,
someone needs to clean it?
Why does it need to be cleaned anyway? The smell isn't going to affect your food's taste at all. And even if it did, you're trying to eat popcorn, so should it matter? This would also imply Phyllis has done this before, so why are you pressing the button 26 times? Not even a sorry or something while you do it. I can't with this scene. It genuinely makes me consider homiciding myself and framing the actress who plays Phyllis. Then there's the time she insulted Pam.
Isn't it what you said to a bunch of my clients when you were stealing them? That I didn't have enough time for them? Oh, Close your mouth, sweetie. You look like a trout.
Well, okay, Phyllis. If you want to pick animals for comparison, I've got a few for you. Okay, that's probably a little much, but you get the point. It's not very nice, Phyllis. Finally, the last thing Phyllis does that irritates me is how often she flexes being married to Bob Vance. Like, good for you, Phyllis. You got Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. I hope he fridges you. If you know, you know. Anyway, screw Phyllis. You get the point. She's irritating as hell. And now, I get PTSD eating popcorn at home. Screw you, Phyllis. Who even brings popcorn to work? It's so weird. I can't fucking stand this useless, unfunny, disgusting, stupid, tiny diaper baby looking piece of garbage. I know one of the key messages of MHA is that anyone can be a hero, but how the fuck is Mineta even able to attend UA, let alone be a hero?
Before you become a hero, you should learn how to be a good human.
I used to think Monoma was a bit overdramatic for his inferiority side character complex, just because he was in Class 1B. But you know what? If I saw that this was in Class 1A and was getting more screen time than me, I'd make Darby's crash out look calm. What the hell does Mineta even do? He helps out in Season 2, I think, somehow clutches a dub against Midnight, and then does nothing else all series. I understand he was supposed to be comic relief, but he isn't funny! Like his costume? Is that supposed to be humorous? Because what the fuck is that? This is the worst costume I've ever seen, ever. Why does he have Kami's lookout locked around his pelvis? Is this a chastity belt? I'd believe that, because this sticky-headed little prick is a total pervert. For what he said about Area alone, I would feed him to this MF. His name is Grape Juice? If I could recommend a YouTube-friendly name that is much more fitting, I would suggest The Grapist. Seriously, dude, just because you're in the same weight class as this poor little girl doesn't mean you can say shit like this. I'd give Eri to Shigaraki, hell, even Overhaul, no hands, before trusting her, or any female for that matter, with this 3-foot freak. It should be a goddamn crime that these two characters share a voice actress. Terrible design, stupid powers that are actually fittingly creepy and weird now that I think about it, and a disgusting personality. Easily my least favorite character, probably ever. Well, that sums up why I hate these characters. I honestly didn't realize how much these actually irritated me until I put some thought into it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then thanks. If not, then I hate you too, you piece of fucking shit. Oh, I finished Season 8 of Dexter, by the way, while editing all this. And, the ending was straight wet booty clappers. But I actually think the first, 8 episodes weren't too bad. Also, Quinn, not the worst in that season. Not the worst.